Everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to do real-time face detection using MediaPipe in native Android application using CameraX. So let's get started. So firstly I will show you the output. So I'll just minimize this. So this is my output running on real Android device. Just minimize this as well. Okay, so here you can see I have this image, and here as you can see, like, I'm trying to detect the image. Now I know it is not 100% perfect. The first reason is like there are many couple of reasons for this. First is my camera is not that great. My Android device is pretty old. Third is you like the MediaPipe library which I am using. This is on device, right? This is not doing in cloud or something. So for that I'm using the short range one. The long range one is still yet to come out. So I will point you to the docs. You can keep an eye on the docs on when it comes out. Also this is a digital image, right? Try to use the front face camera and try to do it on yourself. The result would be much more satisfactory, but given that this is a digital image, the output is a little bit finicky, but I think over time this will improve. So yeah, that's it for the output. Let's see how to do this. So firstly, so I'll just open this documentation again. Okay, firstly you will have to go to this particular documentation, and here you will have to download this TensorFlowLite model. So here you can see this is the TensorFlowLite model which I'm using. This is for short range. For full range, this as well as this are not yet downloadable. So here you can see it is still coming soon, so that's why I'm not able to download this. But if you are able to use this by the time you watch this video, make sure you download this instead of this one. But currently I am just using this one, so just download it. And here you can see I have just created a native Android application. And firstly you will have to create an assets folder, and here I have just drag and dropped our TensorFlowLite model. Now I've ignored the second TensorFlowLite model which I have used. This was just part of my debugging. Now if you want to know how to create the assets folder, you can create it manually by going to your file explorer, or you can just right click new folder, assets folder, and just click on finish. I have already created it, and drag and drop your TensorFlowLite model which we have just downloaded. Then inside manifest, go to android manifest.xml. Here we have added this camera use feature, then camera permission, and write external storage for saving the photo. So if you want to save the photo, here you can see I have this take photo button as well. Once you click on it, it will download the photo to your files app, and you can view it. I'm also displaying the URI of the saved image, so that in case if you want to display that particular image inside an image view, you can use that image URI. You can make use of Coil library or Picasso or Glide, whatever you want. Next I have inside our build.gradle.kts I have added this particular library: camera core, camera 2, camera lifecycle, camera view, as well as lib task vision. This is from MediaPipe. Also you will have to add this bit of code as well: Android resources no compress plus equal to TF-Lite. Now this is a new way of defining dependency. The actual version is defined inside libs.versions.toml. so you will have to add these two things: camera core as well as camera 2, as well as this task vision. So whatever is the latest version, use that. At the point of me recording, this is the latest version. Then you will have to add this 4 lines, this 4 lines, yeah. And you also need to add this particular task vision as well. Okay, so once you do that, just click on sync now. It will download the dependency for you. Now if you see my activity, so firstly I'll show you this overlay view. So the overlay view basically draws the bounding box on the detected face. Now to be honest with you, even I have copy pasted it from the documentation, so I won't be able to explain it too much to you. So here we are basically taking a paint, background, text paint. In case if you want to use the clear method, you can use it. I am not really using it. This is for initializing the paint. This is like drawing the paint on the canvas. Then here we get the get text bounds. I have set the bounds width and height. Here I draw our text. Then here I set our results. So once we detect one results of our face, I just use that particular result, and this is just a companion object which I'm using. Sorry, even I'm not really sure about this. I have copy pasted it, so even you can copy paste if you want to. Okay, yeah, that's it for this file. Next, I have created one face detector helper. Again, I have copy pasted this from documentation. So yeah, you can copy paste it. It is basically like an helper method to helper class which I have created for detecting faces. So again, you can just copy paste it. Sorry about this. So here you can see I am using this Blaze face short range, but if your name of your TensorFlowLite model is different, make sure you replace with that particular name. Okay, and this is for live stream, in case if you want it for video as well, and this is for running mode of live stream. So I hope I am using the live stream one, right? Yeah, I'm using the live stream one. Then the face detector of live stream. Then here we are creating our face detector object, adding one listener to it as well. Here is for is closed. Here we are detecting video file. In case if you want to do it for video files as well. Okay, so this is the code. Yeah, I'm not doing it for video files, but if you want you can do it. I'm doing it for detect live stream frame. So we are passing our image proxy from CameraX, which I will show you shortly. And again, you can just copy paste this code. Even I am not really sure about this one. Okay, and you can do this detect async as well as return live stream as well. Then in case of any error, this is for detect image. We are not really doing this. I have created one separate video on this as well for detecting face from an image. In case if you are curious, you can watch that. Then we are creating one data class, and this is our interface. Next, inside activity underscore main, I have created our preview view. Okay, this is for our camera. Then here we are initializing the overlay view which we have created. So I am just initializing this. Now this should be your own package name, otherwise you will get error. So replace this with your own package name dot overlay view, and we are occupying that entire width and height as well. And this is for taking photo button. So I have copy pasted that as well. Then here inside main activity, so firstly these are all the imports. Sorry, I will show you the imports for face detector helper as well, in case if you are curious. And these are the imports for our main activity, so you can just copy paste it. Okay, now here we are extending that particular interface. Then we are creating our preview view as well as overlay view. I have created one image capture, camera executor as well. Pause analysis is false. Then I have created one preview, then one face detector helper as well as image analyzer. Then created a current delegate. Instead of CPU, if you want to use GPU, you can do that as well, but I'm not sure how many Android devices supports GPU. Don't really know about that. Then threshold, I have kept it as default. Then this is for getting the camera permission as well as write external storage permission if you are using till Android HDK 28. So this is for that. If we have already have the permission, then we initially start the camera. Here we are initializing our viewfinder as well as overlay view. On click of button, I am calling take photo, and here we are initializing our camera executor. So we are initializing the face detector helper. It is for live stream, and if permission is granted, then we call start camera, otherwise we request permission. In on resume, we close detector helper and set up a new face detector. And in on pause, if the face detector helper is initialized, then we just clear the face detector. And in take photo, we first check for image capture. Then here this is for basically saving the file using content values, which is a new thing using scope storage. And then we set the output options as well. And here you can see once the photo is saved, you will get the URI over here. So using this URI, you can display the image inside an image view. Then here we are starting our camera. So we are adding one listener to it. We are adding resolution selector. We are adding one preview. Then we are adding image capture. This is for image analysis. and here you can see if it is not initialized, if this is initialized, sorry, then only we set the analyzer, and here we are doing detect live stream frame. Here I am using back camera, but if you want to use front camera, you can use something like this. I have seen some people using lens facing back as well. I'm not really sure what's the difference between default back camera and lens facing back, but use whatever you feel is correct for your app. So if you want to use front camera, either try default front camera or lens facing front, either ways. So I'll just keep it as default back camera for now, and here we are unbinding our camera provider and binding to life cycle. Then on configuration changed, we are just doing image analyzer dot target rotation, and here we are requesting our permission, and here we are just checking if permission was granted. Here we are destroying like executor as well as awaiting termination, and here I have just created one companion object for all permission and file name, all this kind of things. And given that we were extending that phase detector interface, we have to override two methods, on error and on results. On error, I am just displaying one toast message. On results, we are just displaying that bounding box inside our overlay view, and here I'm just also logging it to the console, but if you want to display in some text, you can use that, the category name, score, as well as the display name. Sometimes the category name and display names are null, so be careful with this. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.